So it is a nice day in early spring and I am doing a video on my air rifle collection. And for what I can say, this one right here, the latest one, is a Maxim. It is a 10-shot break barrel and it packs quite a punch. I like it because the scope is very adjustable. It zooms in and out, so that's very useful. And then over here, I have a couple of Remington Vantage 1200 break barrels, and they use the same caliber as the Maxim. The scopes on these are not adjustable, so they don't zoom. You have to sight them and hopefully keep them adjusted to the right sighting. Now, basically, this is a newer version of this one. The first one I ever got was the one in the middle, so it was very basic. And the other one is just as basic, but both of them perform very nicely. The only difference is at the end. This one has a peep sight, and this one does not. So you solely have to rely on the scope when firing this one, whereas on that one you could remove the scope and just use the peep sight. But basically, this is my collection, and I'm only going to demonstrate one of the guns today because I don't have time to show you what all three of them do. And that would be kind of pointless anyway, because they all have the same firing capacity depending on what sort of ammunition you use. These are .177 caliber, so they're very good for hunting small game, like squirrels or chipmunks. Anything that you don't want in your house, basically, these are good for ousting. Anyway, I'm going to be demonstrating with my very first owned Remington 1200 Vantage break barrel, and we'll see what they do. Or we'll see what this one does. So I've got the Remington break barrel, and it's a pretty nice gun. Cocking it is a little tough. That's as hard as it gets for this. And you want to make sure you always have the safety on before and after you cock it, after you fire it. Just make sure you pull that safety on there so that the gun doesn't accidentally fire by mistake. It can happen. It has happened. But that's just one thing that you have to remember, gun safety. These aren't what I consider real guns. They're just air rifles, but still, you have to exercise the same precaution with these guns as you would with a real gun. It's just common sense, basically. So the next part is you're just going to load the pellet into the magazine there and cock it. Now, the mistake that I made recently was I left this gun loaded and cocked for a very lengthy period of time, and there's a spring inside here, and because the gun was cocked, the spring was under tension and eventually just broke in 3 different places, and I had to get the gun repaired, and it was worth it because this was my first one, and therefore it's just got a lot of significant meaning to it. So let's give it a shot and fire it and see what we can do. So I have several options here as far as ammunition goes. Everything here is .177 caliber. If you're looking to actually hunt small game, this is what I recommend. It actually has a little bit of fire on impact, but if you're looking to actually make a kill as far as like small game goes, not just hit it, but actually flat out kill it, this is what you would use. And then over here, I've got some hollow points, and these are great for target practice. These are what I use to shoot cans most of the time, but today I'm going to be using these little gold Raptors, and I like these because of the sound that they make. From what I was told, this one actually broke the sound barrier, or at least that's what I've been told anyway, but I just like them for the fact that they make a nice little crack when they hit the target. So today, these are what I'm going to be using, and we're going to have some fun. Very nice. So today you all got a happy little demonstration of what the Remington Vantage Break Barrel 1200 is capable of. And while it's not the loudest gun, and it certainly is not rapid fire, the Remington Vantage 1200 does deliver a very significant impact on its target. As you can see, this is over time. I can literally stand so many yards from my target and still land a direct hit because of how decent the firing range is on this gun. Another nice thing about it is that it is very, very lightweight. It's easy to cock, so you're not going to break your arm in the process. And it's also very affordable. You're looking at anywhere between $125 to $150, depending on the firing range, whether it comes with a scope or not. There are a lot of variables, so it's, again, very important to do your research before buying. Also, you want to make sure that you don't have neighbors living in close proximity of you. Mine happen to be living in a graveyard on the other side of that swamp, so they're about as dead as they're ever going to be. Zero concerns there. But if you're looking to hunt small game or keep pests out of your garden or your house, this is definitely highly recommended. Thanks for watching.